Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, have you heard of the red string of fate? And just a quick, if you haven't heard of it, it is the belief that you and your soulmate, I'm not going to say twin flame because we don't believe in twin flames here. You and your soulmate are tied together by an invisible red thread. And no matter what happens through life, somehow you'll meet up. Doesn't mean you're going to stay together, but somehow you'll meet up. Hopefully, you'll be together. And it's more of an Asian um, belief about this invisible red thread, but it's spilt over. We talk about it over on the other side of the world, let's say. And there's even, you can tie, if you haven't found your soulmate, you'll see a lot of Asian people wearing little rings on their pinky fingers, meaning, or they'll even just tie a string on their pinky finger or their bracelet. They'll make a string out of a bracelet or something red to indicate that they're looking for their soulmate. So it got me thinking, and I'm wondering if Meghan and Harry are tied by the red string of fate. Were they just meant to be? And is that why neither of them had any successful relationships before that? And are they here? And if so, are they here to are they soulmates, and are they living out their dream life, their soulmate contract? So I chose this deck because it actually does have a red ribbon that runs through it. I think I've pointed that out a couple of times. Oh, Nine of Cups. Neither of them are very happy at all. They may be tied together with drinking and that kind of debauchery. Uh, so let's see. Harry and Meghan, are they fated by the red string? Are they tied together? Are they soulmates tied together with the red string? And even though they were born and raised in completely different countries and across oceans, they ended up finding their way to each other. And are we watching a love story before our very eyes? Tragic or not, it's a love story, guys. Tragic or not, it's a love story. It's not a happily ever after, but it's still a love story. Are Harry and Meghan fated by the red string theory? The red string of fate, the red string of soulmate fate. Harry and Meghan, are they tied together by the red string of fate? Cards are ready. Seven of Swords in reverse. More of a strategy. More of a strategy. No red string yet. Queen of Cups. Queen and King of Cups are the love story cards. So let's see. Five of Wheels. They're both outcasts. They're both outcasts. Death. Transformation. King of Cups in reverse. Look at that. I said King and Queen of Cups is the... Oh, let's move those over. So she might think it's a love story. He doesn't. Also, my King of Cups in reverse is somebody who drinks too much. So the King and Queen of Cups here are... So yes, it is a love story. She might think it's a love story. She keeps calling it a love story. He, not so much. This is actually some kind of transformation for both of them. We don't have one red string here at all. At all. Also, look at, she's next to the Seven of Swords, which is scheming and stealing. Now, it is in reverse, so that means she feels like it's her due. I'm worth it. I'm due this. And I think what threw them together was that they were both outsiders and they wanted to transform something. Remember, they always modernize the monarchy. We're going to transform the monarchy. But he is disenchanted. Now, if this King of Cups was upright, I'm going to say, oh my Lord, there's something here. But he's in reverse. So she's still more enthralled. Well, of course, she went from a nobody to a nobody everybody dislikes. And he's had enough. Oh, isn't that interesting? There's a string there, the Hanged Man in reverse. Is he going to let her go? Knight of Wands, there's finally, do you see what I mean? There's the red string. And she's my Knight of Wands, and look at this on this Five of Wheels in reverse. He lifted her out of poverty. She had nothing, really. She says, oh, she had 5 million. As Neil Sean said, 5 million what? She feels like this is a fated, but it's her fate, not his. See that here the difference? Her fate, not his. Here she is with the red string. She may believe in this theory. She may be out looking for her string guy, and she thinks she found him, but he's got like a string of money. Let's see what else. The sun on top of the Death. Isn't that interesting? Is that not interesting? And there is a red string in here. I want to show you. It's right here. It's right here. She went galloping towards the idiot prince, transforming him into even a stupider prince, if that's possible. 9 of Cups in reverse. But what they found is that all they have in common is overindulgence. And also with this Hanged Man in reverse, the 9 of Cups in reverse, and Knight of Wands in reverse, she's now realizing, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And I think she's kind of regretful of what started out as what she thought a dream coming true. She now sees it from a completely different point of view. 9 of Wands, look at that. Really embattled. Really embattled. 5 of Swords. This has turned into a battle. What started out as a love story for the ages. She saved the idiot prince from the racists and the oppression, and now he is less than nothing. Now he is not enthralled at all. There's something here though. There's definitely, this was not a win-win. This was a lose-lose. They both have lost in this, but oh wow, 10 of Swords. They are both in ruins. Her searching for her red string and thinking that must be Harry. It has to be Harry. Look at all the money he's got. Has to be Harry. Has to be Harry. Convinced him that it was Harry. Yeah, convinced him. We're destined. We're a love story. We're going to transform. And now they're both lose-lose. Nobody's winning here. And now ruin. They're both in ruins. They're both in ruins. Knight of Swords attacking with words. The Devil. Oh, there she is. Ace of Wheels. And 4 of Wheels upright. And the 3 of Swords in reverse. Not one red string in here. There's tons of red strings in these cards. Tons. That's why I chose this deck. The Devil. She has planted something in him, though, that will be very difficult to remove. Very difficult with this 4 of Wheels here. It's like it's really kind of baked in, like cemented into him. This Knight of Swords. So whether she's attacked him with this Devil card here, like he may be browbeat with this ruin. He may be browbeat. He may be in such a mental spot where she has planted things into him they'll never leave him. So, perhaps it was about his, sexual performance or his ability to make money or the way he talks or, your awful family. But look at this big seed. There's at least four things here that are now embedded in him, implanted very deep. With this devil card here, he'll have a very difficult time undoing them. He can if he wants, but it doesn't look like he wants to. Three of Swords in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, the Magician upright, Eight of Cups upright, Two of Cups in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you know what? They have no past. He was targeted by her. She's the one who convinced him they were soulmates, or that this is destined and predestined and they're going to change things and they're going to have babies and mixed babies and stop racism and all of that. And it was all a trick. It was all a trick. He's ready to. Here's the Two of Cups. He's uncoupling. He's consciously uncoupling here with this situation. The betrayal is pretty deep with him. He's made up his mind. Well, I get the Two of Swords whenever I talk about him and his marriage. I get the Two of Swords in reverse, like he's made up his mind all the time. And the Six of Cups. This is they're not going to be creating any new past. I'm not playing these cards. I just want to show you. These cards do have a red ribbon in them. Of course, you're not going to show me any red ribbons. There's a red ribbon in her hand. Where is the red ribbons? How come I can always see them, and now that I want to see them? There's a red poise. Red poise. Oh, come on. Oh, there's some red ribbons. There's red ribbons. There's red ribbons. There's red ribbons. See, I knew they were here, so I knew they could possibly come out in the reading if I wanted to ask about red ribbons. There's lots of cards here that the deck could have chosen for red. There's a red ribbon. There's a red ribbon. So see what I mean? It has a lot of, there's a red ribbon. It could have, that's a big red ribbon, really. It could have chosen a lot of cards that have, oh, look at that one right underneath here. Look at that big red ribbon. Queen of Wands, even. So there was, there's a red ribbon. So there was a lot of cards, the deck, there's a red ribbon. The deck could have pulled that had red ribbons in it to confirm to me that, yes, they are soulmates by the red ribbon. Look at that big red ribbon there. And it didn't show me that at all. I think we had a couple on her side, and that was it. Interesting. The World here. Accidentally shuffled that one on top, meaning complete. So no, they aren't tied together by the red ribbon. That's what she wanted. That's what she wanted. And he did not. He's done. He's totally done. Totally done. There she is, taking her, there's a really small red ribbon through there. Taking her small red ribbon and presenting it to him. And that red ribbon there, on there, the Knight of Wands in reverse, her. So she was racing around the world with her red ribbon. She thought it belonged to Harry. It didn't belong to Harry at all. And we all have our mate. We all have our red ribbon mate. Hopefully you're with yours. So YouTube's going to show you a video that you possibly haven't seen. Why don't you click on that, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.